Obama admin just caught in major scandal to take out Trump. Here's what was seconds from happening. Ever since Donald Trump became president, the left has been doing their best to undermine his presidency. These rabid leftists for months have been screaming that Trump's presidency was illegitimate since Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. Then these sore losers began to push the false narrative of Russian collusion, even though there has been no evidence of wrongdoing. Now, the former Obama administration has been caught in another massive scandal designed to take Trump out that was discovered just in the nick of time. Earlier this year, President Trump announced that the Barack Obama administration had tapped his phone calls. Of course, the liberal media had a field day with that, saying that Trump was insane for making such an audacious claim. Fast forward a few months later, and now evidence has emerged that proves Trump was right all along. What makes it even more frightening is how long these officials were able to get away with it. Back in 2016, federal agents were directed to wiretap the phone lines of President Trump's former campaign chair Paul Manafort before and after the 2016 election, according to a report issued on Monday. The New York Post reported that the wiretaps came right before a July raid on Manafort's home in Virginia, and now are part of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into the so-called Russian collusion. Manafort was on the FBI's radar since 2014 over alleged lobbying efforts with Ukraine. In 2016, the surveillance ended since nothing ever came of the investigation, but then the FBI received another warrant. This warrant was a part of a new probe into possible ties between members of the Trump campaign and Russian agents. Now, here is where it gets even more suspicious. The warrants were issued in the highly controversial Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, otherwise known as the FISA court, and what was discovered in those wiretaps was handed over to Mueller. Former Director of National Intelligence James Clapper was asked this past Wednesday if he was aware of the secret wiretap on Trump. Here is what he had to say. Here is more from the Daily Caller. Did you know about a FISA warrant against Paul Manafort at the time? CNN's Don Lemon asked Clapper in an interview Wednesday night. I did not, Clapper replied. The Obama administration official was asked about his knowledge of the warrant, issued last year under the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, FISA, because of his denial back in March that the Obama administration obtained any FISA warrants on the Trump campaign. The question came up at the time because President Trump had published a tweet accusing President Obama of wiretapping Trump Tower. In a March 5 interview on Meet the Press, Clapper said that he would have been aware of a FISA warrant on a member of the Trump campaign, even one granted to the FBI, and asked